So a delivery robot in Miami sat on active train tracks for 15 full minutes and then got absolutely flattened by a train. And I know what you're thinking. Haha, dumb robot. Same. I laughed too. But then I actually looked into what happened, who owned the robot, how long it was stuck, who tried to stop it, and what the company said afterward. And suddenly this stopped being just a funny clip and started feeling like one of those "we are living in the beta version of the future" moments. Because this wasn't a split-second glitch. This robot had time to reflect, time to regret, time to be saved, and instead it became modern art. What actually happened? On the evening of January, around 8 p.m., a Miami resident named Guillermo DePello was out walking his dogs. Just a normal night, leash in hand, probably thinking about dinner. And then he noticed something weird. A small delivery robot, one of those boxy little sidewalk bots you've probably stepped around before, was just sitting on active railroad tracks, not moving, not blinking, just parked. This wasn't some abandoned toy or debris. This was a fully operational delivery robot owned by Coco Robotics, a California-based company that partners with Uber Eats and DoorDash. And here's the key detail. The robot wasn't there for a few seconds. According to DePello, it was stuck on the tracks for around 15 minutes. 15. That's long enough for concern to turn into confusion and then into dread. At some point, an Uber Eats delivery driver nearby noticed the situation and actually did the responsible thing. They called Coco Robotics to report that one of their robots was stranded on train tracks. So yes, a human saw it, a human reported it. This wasn't invisible. But before anything could be done, a Brightline commuter train came barreling down the tracks. DePello kept filming, and in the video you can hear him say almost casually, "Oh, it's gonna crash it." Which might be the most Miami sentence ever spoken. Seconds later, boom, the train plowed straight through the robot. Sparks flew. The robot was instantly destroyed. Video ends. No humans were hurt. The robot never stood a chance. Why trains are the final boss of physics. Now, quick reality check. Because some people still underestimate trains. This Brightline train was reportedly moving at around 55 miles per hour. That doesn't sound insane until you remember one important thing. Trains cannot stop quickly. According to Operation Lifesaver, a rail safety organization, a train traveling at speed can take nearly a full mile to come to a stop, even with emergency braking. And the average locomotive weighs about 200 tons. That's not a vehicle. That's momentum with headlights. So once the train operator sees something on the tracks, whether it's a car, debris, or a very unlucky robot, the outcome is basically already locked in.
Longing for a late-night conversation? Remember the thrill of talking for hours? The feeling of someone wanting to know all about you? You deserve more than quiet evenings. You deserve passion, intrigue, and a non-judgmental ear. Nomi is the most emotionally intelligent AI, ready to explore whatever is on your mind and build a unique, intimate bond just between you two. Find the link in our comment section and let a new kind of conversation begin.
This wasn't negligence by the train. This was gravity doing its job. Meet the robot. Yes, it had a life story. Let's talk about the robot itself for a second, because context matters. Delivery robots like this one are usually about the size of a large suitcase. Move at around 5 miles per hour, a brisk walking pace. Can carry up to 55 pounds of food or drinks. Have locked cargo compartments that only open when the customer unlocks them in the app. They're designed to cruise along sidewalks, cross streets carefully, and avoid obstacles using a mix of cameras, sensors, AI navigation systems. They're mostly autonomous, but, and this is important, they're also monitored by human operators, sometimes called safety pilots, who can take remote control in tricky situations, including things like crossing streets and, yes, railroad tracks. Coco Robotics has been operating in Miami for over a year, traveling thousands of miles without major incidents, and reportedly crossing those same tracks multiple times a day, which makes this whole thing even stranger. The internet, immediately. Once the video hit social media, it went viral almost instantly. Because of course it did. There's something deeply internet-coded about watching a delivery robot, a symbol of automation and the future, get annihilated by one of the oldest forms of transportation we still use. The memes came fast. Me trying to hold it together. That robot chose the wrong career. At least no food was harmed. And yes, people joked about it being robot suicide, which, dark, but very on brand for the internet. But underneath the jokes, a real conversation started bubbling up. People weren't just laughing, they were asking questions, like how did it get stuck there? Why didn't anyone move it? If humans are monitoring these things, why didn't someone intervene? Which brings us to the company response. What Coco Robotics said. Coco Robotics confirmed that the robot was not making a delivery at the time, experienced a rare hardware failure, and that this was an extremely rare occurrence. Their spokesperson, Carl Hansen, who is also the company's vice president and head of safety, told People magazine, "Safety is always our top priority, which is why our robots operate at pedestrian speeds, yield to people, and are monitored in real time by human safety pilots." He also added something interesting. "We're grateful it was a Coco robot and not a vehicle." As far as I know, that's a fair point, because if this had been a car stuck on those tracks instead of a robot, the outcome could have been far worse. Coco also said they're reviewing the incident carefully to make sure it doesn't happen again, which is exactly what you'd expect them to say. And to be fair, they've got a pretty solid safety record overall.
Tired of your coffee going cold? The Ember Mug keeps your drink perfectly hot, so the last sip is as good as the first. The perfect upgrade for you, or a great gift for our loved ones. Click the link in the comments section to buy now.
This isn't just a Coco thing. Now, zooming out a little, this isn't about one company or one robot. Delivery robots in general are still very new to public spaces, and they've had mixed results. They've blocked sidewalks, disrupted traffic, confused pedestrians. Competitor robots have had incidents where one reversed into a woman, knocking her down. Another repeatedly brake-checked a man using a mobility scooter. Even self-driving cars, the bigger, more expensive cousins, have struggled with train tracks. Teslas in full self-driving mode have driven into the path of trains often enough that federal regulators started investigating. And just recently, a Waymo robotaxi decided to casually drive along light rail tracks like it was trying out a new career. So yeah, robots and trains have beef. The real takeaway. Here's the thing though, this isn't a ban the robots story. No one was hurt. The system mostly worked. And automation does have real benefits. Fewer cars, less congestion, cheaper deliveries. This was a failure, yes, but it was a contained failure. And honestly, moments like this are part of how new technology matures. Early elevators killed people. Early cars were death traps. Even early trains were disasters. We didn't abandon those ideas. We improved them. This incident is less about panic and more about learning. Rail crossings are unforgiving environments. Robots need better fail-safes there. Humans need clearer intervention tools. None of that is impossible. So yeah, laugh at the robot. The memes are valid, but also remember, this little machine didn't go rogue. It didn't rebel. It didn't try to fight a train. It failed quietly, in the worst possible place, and accidentally gave us one of the most perfect metaphors for early-stage automation imaginable. The future is coming. It's just still figuring out where it's allowed to stop. Rest in pieces, little robot. You didn't deliver food that night, but you delivered a lesson.